I'm Roger Allgood from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and I did 3 days as an extra over at the Giant City State Park Lodge on Gone Girl. I think the scene where Amy meets Greta, because that's a pretty memorable scene from the standpoint of it's important to the plot and important to everything about the movie. And she tells Greta that I'm Nancy. And what I really thought was interesting about it was an outside scene. Mr. Finchner, the director, had someone watching the clouds even to make sure that the lighting was right and we didn't get a cloud over the sun and we had good sunlight. And when he finally got the right expression in her voice when she said, Nancy, obviously given the fake name, he said, that's it. He called her over to the little monitor and they looked at it several times, and then they redid that scene 4 or 5 or 6 more times with her saying Nancy just as he directed her to say it. And if you look, when she's saying Nancy, I'll be the guy in this hat carrying a fishing rod and a tackle box way in the background. And since it's important to the movie, I think that's my big scene, as they say. I got the call Monday night, just almost a year ago to the day. I worked tomorrow would be the 1-year anniversary of it. And they called and told us to bring several things, and they told us a hat and some shoes and some flip-flops and some shorts. But they wanted everything in drab colors, nothing, no reds, no whites, no blues, everything subdued colors. So that must have been the palette that he selected for the movie, was for the extras. And so I took brown pants and a brown shirt and those kinds of things. And for a hat, this was the only thing I could find. And the wife said, oh, you don't want to take that crummy old sweaty hat? And I said, it's the only one I've got. So, and when they saw it, they said, oh, that's a great hat. That's perfect. Looks used and looks well used. Wear that for every scene. I said, okay, so I did. And if you see me in the movie, I'll have this hat on. It was long days. I'd leave here about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, be over there and in the extra holding room and be there all day long, and leave over there about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, get back here in Cape about 9. Quickly go to bed and wake up the next morning and go back. I did 3 straight days over there. Did 2 scenes the first day, hung around all day the second day, never did work the scene, and then the third day did 2 scenes. The attention to detail, I could not believe the attention to detail that everybody there had, not only Finchner, but everybody that worked for him. When we finished a scene, they would bring us into the room and set us up against a wall somewhere, and then they would take a picture of us. So if the scene had to be redone or if the scene had to be altered in any way, they'd have exactly what we had on so they could dress us back the same way. And for one time, they wanted me to wear a different kind of shirt, so I wore one of the wardrobe shirts. Well, they noted that shirt, put my initials on the shirt tag, so the next day I could wear the exact same shirt again. And it went that way, everything. One lobby scene I shot, Director Finchner pointed at a lampshade, and one of the extras quickly ran over there and scoped all the other lampshades and lined them all up in a row. His attention to detail was just phenomenal. Because of that, everybody that worked for him paid the same attention to detail, and it was amazing. To see the lighting guys work and the yards and yards and yards of cable that they drug to work all these lights, and to see all the filters that they put on the lights to create different moods, and the shades that they would use to shade lighting in certain ways and fashions. It was just amazing. Like I said, the technical aspects of everything they did and how detailed it was what really was amazing on the film.